Hey Internet, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to my Kerbal Space Program Christmas special. We are back with Henry Kerman, and well, Henry did an amazing job. He constructed his own vessel because he was bored to sit around in their astronaut complex, and he really said, we can do this, we can land on the moon and we can return back home to Kerbin. And well, he was right. He was so right because he is now on his return trajectory back home to Kerbin after he landed on the moon and he planted a flag down there. And well, he did all of this without having the advantage of using some maneuver notes or anything like this. He just did it, and well, he was more or less flying blind. And now he is on his way back home, and we do have well, we need to bring back some data from somewhere. Perform temperature scans. Okay. Science data from space around the moon. Well, this is inside the other capsule, but transmit or recover scientific data from the surface of the moon. And well, this is Handler's job. And as I said, he is now on his way back home. And while he is returning back home, the other spacecraft, Center 5, is currently returning back to its apoapsis, and there we want to perform a burn in order to reduce the periapsis so that the periapsis lies within the atmosphere of Kerbin, and maybe we can use even Center 5 in order to perform some or to complete some more of these contracts by performing some visual surveys of, well, not of Minmus, but of Kerbin, and hopefully we are able to do so. We will see, but right now it's Handler's job to return back home, and I hope we can have even a landing on the daylight side of Kerbin. It looks pretty good. It looks definitely pretty good. And well, their velocity is increasing as Handler is falling back home to Kerbin. And well, this looks really good. This looks definitely good. He is now getting closer. He can now start at first to rotate his spacecraft around so that it's facing towards the retrograde vector. Very good, very good. And I think he is even able to perform a splashdown. This is cool. This is definitely cool. Okay. We are only 250 kilometers away. Only. Okay, time to reduce a little bit the speed. Okay, less than 150 kilometers. We are at 3,000 meters per second. It's time to perform the separation, and now I'm not quite sure is... Okay, can he... No, it's really hard for Handler to aim for the retrograde maneuver, but yeah, okay, he is more or less shooting back home to Kerbin. We are down to 70 kilometers. Now we are below 70 kilometers and the velocity is increasing like crazy, so I think he will experience very, very high g-forces during re-entry, because look how fast the altitude is dropping, and now he is hitting the atmosphere, and oh boy, look at the... Wow, look at the g-forces. Wow, they are going crazy, and well, he's shooting toward the surface, and wow. He is down to 5 kilometers, okay, or 6 kilometers. No, really, he's losing some momentum. Very good, very good. This was an amazing job. Handler did really a great job with his vessel, and wow, this was so cool. This was really an amazing job. And okay, his service module is now about to splash down first and to get destroyed on impact, and then he is able to pop his chutes only a few meters, and then, so maybe now. Okay. And spiloosh. Okay. So much for the service module. Handler is back. Can we even no. Crew report or re-report. Okay, I'm not able to perform another report because, well, the vessel is coming without an antenna. I had to leave the antenna back home, or it was Henry's decision to say, okay, I am leaving the antenna at home because I can only launch with 30 parts and I need all the other parts in order to land on the moon and to return. And so yeah, he left the... Okay, he is now back on Kerbal. He has returned. Very good, very good. And yeah, it was his decision to say, okay, I will fly without an antenna. I am sure that I'm able to return, and indeed, he was able to do so. Now we can recover his vessel, the first vessel that returned from the moon. Okay, crew report from Moon's northwest crater, 20 signs. EVA report from the Moon's northwest crater, 32 signs. Recovery of a vessel returned from the surface of the moon, 30 signs. Wow, this is so amazing. We are now up to 24 signs. Okay, parts. We were 1,173 kilometers away, so only 442 funds back. But I haven't done this for the funds, I did this more for the signs. And well, handler gained 5 XP points. Not bad, not bad. And we have a total reputation of 771. And handler is, well, he's still only level 1, but he's getting pretty close. Log. Orbit around Kerbal, plant flag on moon. Okay, very nice, very nice. Good job, handler. Good job. Good job. And okay, what can we do now with the science? Can we unlock some more? I found out I cannot unlock this technology because it costs more than 100 science. But is there... Okay, we could have some solar panels, maybe not so important. We could have other landing stores, also not so important. Stay Putnik, first probe core. This could be interesting. Their launch stability enhancer might be interesting, but we still have the issue with the 30 parts. The other engines also may be interesting, but I think I will go at first for the flight control. I think this could be very useful. So what do we have then? We could have other probe cores, some RCS. This would be amazing. Wings aren't that important. Well, the stability could be great, or the gimbal rocket, also very important. Well, I have 79 signs, 90 signs, all of this costs 90 signs, so I have to decide between these parts, and I think I will go for the general construction. This sounds good. Then I could have other decouplers, other adapters, not so important. Fuel lines are very important. These would be really amazing. So maybe I have to save up 90 signs to unlock the fuel parts next. But on the other hand, this gimbal rocket could be also very helpful, so maybe I will unlock this. Okay, and then, yeah, these other fuel tanks aren't that important. Okay, I am down to 14.6 signs, and well, we did several experiments around Kerbal, and even a service landed on the moon, and wow, this was so cool. Okay, perform temperature scan of the moon. No. Perform temperature scans of the moon. Rescue Enspy. No. Explore Ike. Perform visual surveys of the moon. Explore Duna. Not so much. We have escaped the atmosphere. Launch a new vessel. Orbit Kerbal. Plant flag on the moon. Set altitude records. Very good. We need to perform some visual surveys of Kerbal. I really like to try this out. Explore the moon. We need to bring back some scientific data from space around the moon. Well, these data are currently in space. And yeah, so speaking of space, it's time to return back to space. We need to fly Center 5. And Center 5 needs to get out to the apoapsis. I'm not quite sure how long this will take. It's at 13,000 kilometers, so I can speed up. Where is Kerbal? Kerbal is down there. Okay, altitude is increasing. Very good, very good. And the most interesting part for this spacecraft is that we are flying without a battery. So, in other words, we need to survive all the maneuvers we will perform weather. Oh, we do have an eclipse. We do have an eclipse. This is beautiful. This is great. And yeah, we have to perform all the maneuvers with the initial electric charge from our launch. And well, this is quite interesting. We are down to 36 units of electric charge. Okay, we can continue even a bit more until we get to the real apoapsis while we are enjoying the... Wow, this was cool. This was really nice. Okay, now we are getting closer to the apoapsis. I need my nav ball. I need to aim for the retrograde vector. Okay, now I like to start performing a retrograde burn. Okay, and at first I like to reduce my periapsis to maybe 33. Oh. I'm starting to rotate around. This is not good. First, I like to reduce my periapsis to maybe 33 kilometers, so that I can stay in space for a bit longer. But I'm not quite sure. At first, I need to finish this burn. Then I have to check what my resources are and how much fuel is left and so on, and electric charge. And then I can decide if I really like to stay in space or if I just like to reduce a bit more my trajectory, my periapsis, so that I won't return back to space. Okay, 34, 33. This is good. This is definitely good. Now, speaking of resources, I have enough charge and I do have some liquid fuel left. So with 39 units, handled it a lot with 39 units. So I think, yeah, I will try to stay in space. And it's interesting to see where I am coming down, because, well, there are still these contracts. Okay, we have completed a contract. Explore the moon, transmit or recover scientific data from the surface of the moon. Complete. Well done. And well, then we have perform visual surveys of Kerbal. Okay, near site, whatever. Science. Oh, Kerbal is now more or less performing an eclipse. Perform temperature scans from strange Dinkelstein, Manley. Interesting. Science data around the moon. Visual surveys of Minmus. Okay. I can now speed things up once again to get closer to Kerbal. Okay, are we coming across some of these markers? Not really. Well, there are few really close to polar regions. They are really close to polar regions. I'm not quite sure if I can do this, but I could maybe. I need to perform a burn towards towards south, I guess, in order to change a little bit the inclination. Well, I hope this won't affect my... Okay, it's raising just a bit. No, it's decreasing. Or what is it doing? Well... No, I think I will at first perform this aerobraking maneuver before I will try to change the inclination, because I'm not quite sure about the fuel. I really like to come across this location site. I'm not quite sure. Can I do this even from space? And how close do I need to be to the thing? So, yeah, this is really an interesting question. It's now time to get closer. Okay. Now I can get closer to the atmosphere. Very good. Apparently the spacecraft is... Okay, the re-entry effects should happen soon. And well, once again, we don't use SAS, we can't use SAS. And yeah, so now we can see how the spacecraft will perform inside the atmosphere without our SAS. I think it will wobble a little bit back and forth. But yeah, okay. Now we are performing our aerobraking maneuver, and then it's still the question, how can I get out there? So really interesting. I have no idea how close do I need to be to this position in order to really perform the required observations. I have no idea. Um, is this a different crew report? Okay, Kerbin's upper atmosphere, nothing of importance. And well, I can't transmit any data, although I do have my antenna. I can't really transmit some data because, well, this is okay. I hope I will stay in space because I'm pretty low on charge and I need the rest of my electric charge in order um, to control my spacecraft. Otherwise, I would get stuck in space, and this would be bad. But okay. So I think here, I think we are in Kerbin's. We remain in orbit around Kerbin. This is good. The abscess is still decreasing. I'm a little bit still concerned about the fuel. I don't. Okay, I think I can now perform a quick time warp in order to get to higher. What? Um. Maybe I was a little bit too deep inside the atmosphere. While the apoapsis is still okay. Will I maybe return in the end? This would be bad. I don't have enough fuel to boost my orbit once again. We are coming directly across Kerbal Space Center. This is good. Okay, what are we doing? The apoapsis is still. I don't think that I have enough fuel to raise my periapsis once again. Okay, what now the result of this? There's a moon, this is cool. And where is this marker thingy? This marker thingy is somewhere over there. How close do I need to be to this? Can I crew report? Kerbin's upper atmosphere. I'm not quite sure how this is working. Well, the apoapsis is stable, this is good. And when I'm going on an EVA, no, don't drift. Dang. And when I can see this, I'm able to see this EVA report, Kerbin's upper atmosphere. Oh, an EVA report from Kerbin's upper atmosphere. This is something new. I like to keep this. Okay, very good. So grab, and can I even, or have I done this already? Oh no, I need to get back before I can use log temperature, Kerbin's upper atmosphere. Okay, or have I stored this already? I'm not quite sure. Keep the data. Reviews. Oh, their EVA report. There's so much data. EVA report, EVA temperature scan from Kerbin's upper atmosphere. Okay, I have already done this. So I can keep all the other data. Very good, and I can delete this one. Review data and reset experiment. Well, there is this point. How do I do this? Crew report, Kerbin's upper atmosphere. How do I activate navigation? Navigation set to well, I have no idea how this is working. Now I have a symbol down there. Okay, so far so good, but how do I? I'm not quite sure how this is working. Okay, I need now to get back to my apoapsis. Okay, over here I would need to perform a prograde burn in order to at least circularize my orbit. Do I have enough fuel to do so? What happens? Okay, I'm starting now. 2. Yeah, I think I have enough. If I not start to move away. Okay, cut the engine. I have enough fuel to do this. This is good. Then maybe, I'm not quite sure. Somewhere around here I need to perform. What kind of burn do I need to perform? I think I need to perform a burn towards south. But I'm not quite sure if this is the right way. I need to perform a burn towards south. Oh no, Kerbal is also rotating around, so I think it's a little bit hard to... But let me see, what is going on then? Okay, the inclination is changing. The periapsis is dropping. This is not good. I need to come across... Well, I need to... Periapsis... It's really hard. I like to change my trajectory in this way that I can come across... Okay, periapsis still okay. Apoapsis still okay. Okay. Oh dear. I'm rotating. I need to pay attention to my fuel. Okay, cut the engine. So I would get a little bit closer to this. I'm down to 14 units or 15 units of liquid fuel. I like to keep this fuel because I need to return back home to Kerbal, and there's still the strange marker. Okay, stop the movement. And I have no idea how I can do this, or what do I need to do there. I think I will just go back to the Space Center before. I think this is good for now for this episode. I like to get back to okay, active. Perform visual surveys of Kerbal. We need to test our newly acquired capabilities with a focused survey of Kerbal. Take a crew report at the location designed below. Okay, this is a strange thing. Take a crew report in flight above. Is in flight very important? So do I need to fly? This would then mean I need to create an airplane. I'm not quite sure, and I don't think that would I be able to construct something like an airplane. Well, I would have an cockpit, some fuel tanks, okay. So I could add a fuel tank to this. Engine. Well, I could just use a rocket engine, okay. Reaction wheels. Aerodynamics. Wing connector. Well, I could create something like an airplane. I'm not quite sure if this thing is good enough or not. But yeah, this would be definitely something for a future episode. This sounds interesting. This sounds definitely interesting. So yeah, in this case, I think we are now at the end of this episode. And yeah, in this case, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!